Now at 11 o'clock, Connecticut gun owners will need to get familiar with 3 new laws. Tonight, the Senate passed measures that cover assembly, security, and storage of guns.
Now, one bill, Ethan's Law, was written in memory of a teenager from Guilford who accidentally killed himself. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matthew Campbell is live at the Capitol tonight with more on the changes. Matthew?
Well, Mark and Aaron, the House passed these bills 2 weeks ago. The Senate passed them tonight, and in a matter of days, Governor Lamont is expected to sign them into law.
This is the Guilford home where 15-year-old Ethan Song accidentally shot and killed himself more than a year ago. Police say the gun that was used belonged to a friend's father. The gun was not loaded, but it was stored with the keys to ammunition and the trigger lock.
I think he would have been proud. Honestly, I don't know if we would be here today if he was still alive.
Since Ethan's death, his parents, Mike and Kristen, and his sister Emily have been on a crusade to require gun owners to safely store their loaded and unloaded weapons when someone under 18 is in the home. Right now, only loaded guns need to be secured when children under 16 are home.
It's very bittersweet. It's the worst scenario you could set up for being on TV or fighting for a law that saves lives. But once you're faced with that scenario, our family has always been strong.
CCDL, a Connecticut gun rights group, also has its imprint on this law. It requires the Department of Education to develop a firearms safety guide for students.
I think it's good that we're at least being listened to, at least on this issue right now.
And that tells me this issue is different from many issues where we disagree on. Hey, we found one we agree on. Let's celebrate that.
But 2 Republicans, John Kissel and Rob Sampson, voted against it.
Since it was a very minor change from an existing law, I don't know that it's going to have a lot of impact on what people do.
Also passing tonight, a bill banning ghost guns, where people buy untraceable parts and assemble a gun at home, and a bill that requires pistols and revolvers to be locked in a safe, placed in a locked trunk or a locked glove box when in a car. It was met by applause and hugs by anti-gun violence groups.
I absolutely think it will make families and children safer in the state of Connecticut.
Now, going back to Ethan's Law for a moment, what happened here tonight could be happening on a national level, and that's because Rosa DeLauro introduced a similar type of measure in Congress earlier this week. That's the latest live here at the Capitol. Matthew Campbell, Channel 3 News.